Welcome to this tutorial teaching how to create simple buttons using Inkscape. I want to thank user Darian Miller for reminding me to create this tutorial. Buttons are actually really easy to make. It just creates kind of an illusion, but they're actually very simple. And so I'm just going to show you how I created these ones here. We'll just come over and first what I like to do, if I have text in it, I like to create my text first. So I'll just type in like download if we want to do a download button. And then we'll get the size we want. I want to make sure this lock is selected here so that when I scale this, it scales proportionally on the X and Y so it doesn't get too distorted. So now that I know the size of the button I need to make, I'll just draw a box around it. So I'll select this rectangle tool, I'll left click and draw a box around. Oh, and probably by default yours might be just completely square. So to round those edges out, we'll just click on this circle. Well, we double click on the square to get that option. Then we'll round those corners down to about where we want. We don't have to have a round button, but it's, it makes it look kind of nice. And then we notice it's the same color as our text, so we'll just change this to a different color. Maybe we'll do like an orange button like this. And then we'll lower it all the way down to the bottom so our text is on top. And I noticed it's a little bit, for some reason, we have something going on here in our fill and stroke. Our opacity was down a little bit. So now it's up 100%. And now it's nice to get under Object. We go to Align and Distribute and bring up these tools because we can drag and kind of get this centered. But the best thing to do is select both of these. And then we'll just click here to center it along the Y-axis and then center it along the X-axis here. And so we have this nice centered text. And then the only thing we really need to do, well, we can change the color if we want of the font. In fact, this one we'll do a little bit white, and I'll show you how to bring that out a little bit more. But the only thing we do to give it sort of this 3D look like this one has, this little glow on top, this is actually just it's a rectangle, I think, with a white gradient on it. So for this, we just go we can just draw it. Let's just grab the rectangle tool. We'll just draw a rectangle right on top here in white, or whatever color it is. Just make sure we make it white. And then all we have to do is get it to about the position we want, about like there. Grab the gradient tool right here and left click on the top and just bring down that gradient. So now we have a nice kind of white gradient. We'll get it to a point that looks pretty good for us. And it's sort of like strange. When you're first doing it, it looks a little bit weird. We can actually adjust that a little bit more to make it match so it kind of fades into it and bring it so it's a little bit harder white right there. That's probably pretty good. And then, your eyes kind of trick and change it. When you zoom out here, it just looks like it has like a light up here shining down on top of it. Sometimes I like to draw a background and put it. So if this is going to be like on a web page with a gray background, sometimes I like to put a background on it just so I can see like how it'll look in different environments. Maybe it'll be, if it's going to be on black, you can kind of see how it's going to look. And I told you I'd make that stand out a little bit more to this text. If we click on the text, we can go Control D to duplicate this text, so we have 2 copies now. I'll put Control Z to put it back where it was. If I like to turn it, sometimes I turn it like a black, and I'll go push down arrow on the keyboard a little bit, and then over to the right a little bit, and give it sort of a drop shadow. Then I'll just drop this down, so it's kind of behind it there. And so now we see we have this drop shadow. You could keep it to have a hard line like that if you want, and it just makes that text look a little bit more pronounced. You can also, holding Alt, we can click and select again that black text. We could also come over here to the fill and stroke and give that a little bit of a blur. See that? And that just kind of makes it so it's not so sharp and it's just sort of blurry, but it still makes that stand out, that text stand out a little bit. You can also grab these. We can go Control D and duplicate. Sometimes you'll want to grab this and we can even like rotate it around and give like one on the top, one on the bottom. And then, or we can change the gradient of this one a little bit and make it a little bit different or a little bit more subtle or something, so it's just like slightly there. We can grab the edges of this and give it a little bit of a blur as well, so it's not as hard. I don't know if you can mix the two and make it look good. That doesn't look as good, but you can blur this. And blurring that actually gives it a different effect, so I don't think I want to do that. And then the same thing for this circle one, we did the same thing. So for a circle, we just come down here and we draw a circle. We left click and hold, and let's make it a color. Maybe we'll make this a red button we can click. And then all we do is draw another circle up here and make it white. And then we'll just get that to about the size that we want. Make it sort of like an oval like this, maybe is pretty good. And you just kind of got to play with this and see there's not really any right or wrong to it. Then we'll click our gradient, left click, and bring that down. And this is doing a gradient in black, but we can change that. We can edit the gradient here. We go to this stop point and we just change it to white. Oh, now it's doing gradient to black though. We got to change this one as well. Change this stop point as well to white. And now we have nice sort of, that one doesn't look as good to me. It gets kind of pinky, but we can change that a little bit. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So that gives it sort of a 3D look to it. You can put a border on the button as well. If we wanted to, we can go add stroke. We can add like a nice darker border to this. And that gives it a little bit more dimension as well. So yeah, and then you just put whatever you want. If you want to have text in there, you could draw like draw something in, your object, whatever you want to be inside here. But that's basically a quick way to do buttons. I want to show you, if you come over here to Pixabay, you can just search under vector. You can download some of these vector graphics. I just searched buttons. This will give you a good idea for some too. A lot of these are going to be pretty similar to what we did. You can see they just have a little transparent. Some of them put gradients on the actual button, and then they also do this white with a transparency. But just check out some of these, or even just do like a Google search for buttons just to get an idea for how you can do different buttons. You'll notice a lot of these are very, very simple. This one, they just put a gradient of a white to give it that glassy look on this icon. So just looking at things and figuring out, taking them apart in your mind, you can figure out how to recreate these pretty simply. Hopefully that's been informative for you. Leave your questions and comments below if you have any. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. And I hope to see you in the next one.